Welcome, jesters. All right, we did it. We got Zoran MAMDANI elected mayor of New York. Great job, great job. And this is just a reminder, I made this first video months and months ago when he first announced and advocating for him being elected mayor of New York because we need to watch him fail. I know any Republicans or conservatives that are left in New York, I know you're going to want to protect your fellow citizens and save your city. It's too late. It's too late. Don't even try. It is wasted effort. Just stand back and let it happen. We have to let him fail fast, and fail hard, and we have to make sure that the people of New York suffer as much as possible under Zoran MAMDANI's policies. We all know they will. Reminder, there is no example of a successful leftist policy, social or economic. So not really worried that it's a trap, right? So don't worry that it might work, because it won't. It can't. Anyway, what we have coming up next is the governor's race for New York. That's the next big election in New York. Oh, and by the way, Democrats winning in blue states, not a surprise. Although, governor's race next year in New York, apparently Elise Stefanik is the favorite to be the Republican nominee. So from what I recall about her, she is on the president's side, or the king's side, I should say. And yeah, she probably would be the best for New York. So here you go, Elise, honey, this is what you got to do. You have to run two campaigns, one in the city and one upstate, right? I'm sure everybody knows that upstate New York versus New York City might as well be two different continents. And yes, we all know which each one leans. So yeah, run two campaigns. Now, when you're campaigning, Elise, when you're campaigning in the city, and you should, by the way, campaign on a platform of getting out of his way. Yes, you're not going to do anything. You're in fact going to enable him. Right? The goal here is to trick enough of his lefty supporters to vote for you, because you will be the best candidate to enable his agenda. Right? He wants to raise taxes. No problem. You'll work with him to raise taxes. He wants to do any sort of kooky rent control policies or whatever. Absolutely. You're just going to go along with him. He wants to change building codes to do whatever. Sure. No problem. You're going to go along with him. Again, just let him have it. But when you're upstate, campaign like a normal MAGA Republican. Absolutely. In fact, propose a tax cut for upstate New York. But here's the key. Make it very clear to both sides that your support for MAMDANI is limited to New York City. Anything he does, any tax hikes or whatever, is limited to New York City. Everything else, all of upstate New York, they get a tax cut. They get regulatory reform. They get budget cuts. They get streamlined agencies, all this kind of stuff. Just regular conservative principles, right? The border, literally, wall, might as well be, is the river, right? Yes, I know the Bronx, right? Make that very, very clear. Now, here's the thing. There might be some leftists on MAMDANI's side who are going to get really suspicious, but they can't say anything. What are they going to say? No, don't let us have our way, because that's not going to fly with the unwashed masses that voted for him. So I don't think you're really going to have to worry about that. You're not going to have to defend this position. The press might ask you, but all you have to do is say, you're respecting the will of the voters of New York. And you also expect to honor the will of the voters of upstate New York, which will likely overwhelmingly vote for you. That's it. You campaign for two different New Yorks. In New York City, you campaign not necessarily supporting Zoran MAMDANI, just getting out of his way. Let him do whatever he wants. Upstate New York, yeah, you campaign on taxes, or tax cutting, responsible government, and all the standard conservative things. That's it. And watch our friends on the left. Watch some of them really, really squirm, because they're going to know it's a trap. They're going to know it's a trap, but they won't be able to say anything because, like I said in the other video, if socialism or communism is so great, why would it need, and why would it need anything else, right? Oh, no bailouts. Again, yes, promise, upstate, promise, no bailouts, right? You give Zoran what he wants, but no bailouts. They can't refuse it. Actually, yeah, that's what you're doing. You're making him an offer that he really can't refuse. And we will all sit back and watch the rather unglorious destruction of New York City as a lesson for everybody. I'm right.